Namaste. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us how you found out about Tanman?
So I've been coming to Tanman this is my third time in the last 4 years. Only the COVID year 2020 is when I didn't come. And this is, I think, my mother's first time that she's come. Yeah. And I got to know about it through an Ayurvedic column writer. And she had come here and she had spoken highly about the doctor, the treatment, and everything as a holistic approach. So I was undergoing a few medical conditions at the time that I felt needed immediate attention, but at the same time we wanted to go to the root of the problem. So I personally don't advocate too many medicines, so I thought this would be a good approach. Gave it a try, loved it, and literally come here every year for like my annual cleanse and detox.
Thank you. How about you, ma'am?
It was beautiful because I had seen the changes in her. So it was my 60th birthday when I came here. So I thought, what better chance than detoxifying you at a nice milestone, so that my future is much more healthier and same way.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how was the entire treatment for you, and can you feel any difference after coming here?
I felt a difference from my first trip itself, and every time I come here, it's the same. See, the issue changes. I came here in summer one time, last year I came in the winter, this time again I came in the turn of seasons during autumn and November. So the body goes through so many changes. It's different also. Women also, we have hormonal issues and changes. So I feel that I am kind of seasoned now in terms of like I've been here in all seasons. And of course the treatment works. That's the reason one would repeatedly come here. I mean, you guys are from Delhi. So to plan it properly, to take the flight, because Ayurvedic treatments take time. That is one thing that is required of you, to completely surrender to and believe in your therapist, in your doctor, equally in the food that they put, because they all three, I feel, are the pillars of why a treatment would actually work for you. And because it's super individual, it's not, like they check you twice a day, then the doctor, there's consultations, then your food gets changed, and your medicines also change depending on how your body takes it, your treatments gets changed. So it's bespoke in terms of how personalized it is. So I feel, it's not like one size fits all in terms of like, it's not over-the-counter prescription drug. I have a headache, so let me just go take that. So the root of the problem is addressed here, which is what I like the most. And of course, it's done wonders for me. And I always feel like for the next at least half a year, it just sets me back on track in a way. And then it's then, of course, our busy lifestyles, our horrid choices sometimes in life, and we get carried away when it comes to stress and work. So it all just piles up, and then suddenly your body will give you the signs, oh, it's time for your detox once more. And then, it's again the consultation, and then the best part is the doctors guide you for how long you need to come, for the duration of your treatment. So it's not very, it's not andaza, it's very scientific in terms of like, they'll tell you, okay, based on your symptoms, this seems to be the problem. And this is when Ayurveda is technically, the diagnosis is very simple. It's either through your tongue or they're going to check your pulse, and this all happens telephonically. That's how precise it is. So based on your symptoms, they're able to tell you what might be the right course of treatment, the duration of the treatment, and then take it from there. So you can plan your visit also accordingly. So I feel that my confidence in Ayurveda has kind of become stronger because of my repeated visits at Tanman.
Certainly. All right. And this being your first time, how were the therapies for you?
Well, I spoke with the doctor from Delhi itself. So he said he listened to it, and I had chronic problem. I had a chronic problem. So he said you will need about 10 to 12 days of therapy, and according to that I planned my visit. And well, first 7-8 days it was challenging for the doctors and everyone, but after that it's all on track, and I feel much better. I feel much better.
I'm so glad to hear that it was very effective for both of you. Were you happy with the food that was provided?
With the treatments, literally you get food which is good for you. So not too many options. You have to. It's kind of a struggle because it's more like a mental game. You have to mentally prepare yourself that this is a healing journey.
Yeah.
There are going to be a lot of things that the treatment will require of you. There will be a lot of things you can't eat, and you have to make peace with all of that. And considering that, I feel that overall, because of the restraints in the food, the health does take, it takes a good turn towards the end of it. And then you see that the sacrifice is kind of worth it.
Right.
And if you're being given, like, say, a khichdi, or you're given your basic simple food, or ghee being primary. So if you need to have and enjoy having your desi ghee. And the best part here is that because of the dairy next door, and because of the fact that the purity of what you're getting is 100%, and there's no two ways about it. You can actually go and visit and see for yourself. So you can vouch for whatever you're given to eat. It is 100% pure and organic and good. So the reassurance of that also helps you in your healing journey, I feel.
Absolutely. And is there a certain dish that you liked which maybe you could take back home and cook for yourself?
Over here we had a lot of moong dal and a whole lot of eye openers. Even at this age, you're not used to cooking or eating the Ayurvedic style.
Mhm.
That style itself is different. So, like, you're cooking the same dal at home, but it's so different over here. And that's what I think I have to take back. That's what I have to take back.
It's basically very simple. So you have to be ready to eat absolute basic simple things. Like you can't come here for looking for fancy things if you're going for treatments. If you're coming here just for an Ayurvedic meal or like a good, I've seen people's thalis look absolutely amazing. I've always wished I wasn't a patient here and I could come here to eat the food that all of them are eating prepared with so much of love. But it just, patient, so what do you do?
You're always welcome to come around. Yes. And how about the staff members? Did they treat you well? How was your experience with them?
The staff knows me by me. Everything is, by now, they know how to deal with me. I know how to deal with them. It's literally an extended family, and I do the same thing to doctors.
The doctors and the staff,
both
even
are
part of our
like,
family.
even if I had to name or not name, but most of the doctors here and the staff are so warm and welcoming that I feel it doesn't feel like you are in a facility to bring your health back. It feels like a home where they're trying to help you restore your health.
It's not like
back.
a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Especially,
most of the wellness resorts are like hospitals, and you have,
and it's impersonal.
and it's
and
very personalized.
We've gone to many places before as well, so I feel that the therapists are the backbone of this place, if I have to be very honest, because the way the Kerala treatments are done here, they are so simple and so precise and no frills, and if you just surrender to the treatment, within, I'm not kidding, like you will see magic happen in like a week's treatment. It's been that helpful for me.
Thank you about that. And how was the stay? The rooms, was anything of concern or was it comfortable for you?
Very comfortable.
It's away from the city, and it's away from the pollution. It's away from many things, and it's amongst mango groves over here. So it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful and serene. Very beautiful.
Actually, it's the surroundings that helps you connect to
Heal
yourself.
and
Because it's so quiet, and also it's like you're in the middle of nature, which is also raw. It's not touched too much or groomed or curated in a way, in a sense that most city life is. So you actually feel connected, and you're okay with the rough edges also, because they kind of connect you back to nature in a sense,
That's true. Couldn't be more true. Okay, so would you like to share any other personal experiences during your stay over here?
I love the Gurdevprit. So whenever that came to me, I was very, very joyed. I enjoyed my meal at those times. I think, honestly, I have such a good camaraderie with my therapist who's been treating me all these years that we have a bond, even though my body is undergoing so much and sometimes it is stressful. They're not the easiest of treatments, but the way and the love with which they do it, with the intent behind them, everyone wanting you to heal and go back happy. That itself, I feel you feel so loved and taken care of. And when you speak to the doctors, it feels like you're in safe hands.
Yeah.
Like they're listening to you.
They're listening.
They're
to you.
understanding
That's
your
amazing.
problem, not at just the face of it, but trying to understand the history behind your disease or your living lifestyle, right now. So, and they give you treatments that work for you. Like mom's a housewife, and a completely different age, so completely different set of problems. And I'm a working person, always on the go. So my treatment and my further, like my after treatment, which is going to happen now, which has happened for me for the last 2-3 times already, that is also done in a way that suits your lifestyle. So it's not as if yehi karna hai, or you have to take these medicines, or this is the time, or you have to wake up early in the morning, or you have to take your 3 meals. They understand that if you're on the go, this is what you will be able to manage. So a lot of people have this notion that I think Ayurveda is very difficult, archaic. Today's world's problems are not going to be healed by Ayurveda, but trust me, I've gone to a lot of places, seen a lot of doctors, done a lot of research. My analysis is that if you can just, for some time, be with yourself and stay silent and be calm and let the healing happen and give it some time, Ayurveda works wonders at levels that we don't even understand.
Absolutely, absolutely. How about you, ma'am? Would you like to share any experience?
Well, for me, mudra therapy was something new. I really enjoyed it, and well, there's so much in our heritage and in our Vedas and everything which we are not aware of, and how mudras work wonders. And of course, I love the personal touch and love of Sujata over here. That was really like, it was our house and we are welcome over there. So we had a great time with the doctors and everybody.
It's very difficult to explain, but if I were to say the sentence, you love the place so much that you want to come again.
Yeah.
Just not like a patient. You know what? You feel so wanted, so loved, so taken care of, and everything around you is so like you're made to feel so comfortable, like a part of the family. But it's just unfortunate that every time we have to come here, it's because we're sick and we have to go through treatments and everything. Hopefully next time will be a little different, and we come here for pleasure. And not because we're sick.
For sure, you are welcome, more than welcome anytime. And I'm so glad that this could help you in any way that your life required. So, what is this one thing that you can mention that you liked the most about this day? And maybe it could be something that you're taking back and including in your lifestyle as well.
Can you go first? This one.
For me, mudras was the first, so I'm taking that back, and I've seen them work over here. I've seen them work on my body, and that's what I'm taking back.
Since we're speaking about mudras, could you share which is your favorite mudra and maybe show us the sign?
Well, I have chronic acid, so my mudra, the Apanvayu mudra, was this thing. Whenever I felt I wasn't good, it's worked. It's worked. That's what I saw.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. How about yourself?
So this is the first time that a therapy was done on me, which had not been done with me in the first 2 times, which was I think if I'm not mistaken, it's called the Chauti massage, in which the trained therapist, which is following the Katlas of Ayurveda, basically, they use their feet to give you a massage. So it's literally like a skeletal alignment of your body using pressure. And I'm a sports person. I mean, I also do yoga, I also play squash. So for me, that was like a magic hour. The moment that finished, I felt like way lighter, and it didn't end there. The next day when I woke up, I don't know, I said, that is the treatment that you're going to get here. And to have known and studied Ayurveda, to have come here so many times, to have done so many of the treatments, just to experience this one for the first time, I think that was like a very beautiful experience in itself, because it's done with so much of reverence. You are first asked permission and prayed for, because they will be doing it with their feet. And culturally, that is not considered to be very pious. But the whole process, you do it and you're so overwhelmed, not just with the result, but the sanctity with which it can still be practiced today.
Certainly. And I can see from your reaction that it did work wonders for you, is that right?
I was telling the doctors it was too late in my schedule. I wish I could get more of those sessions. It was that wonderful.
Just one more reason for you to visit us again on your luxury trip, but get some therapy
To meet
as
my
well.
family, to meet my family, to be with the cows, to eat all the wonderful things that the dairy produces, to eat the food at Pathian, to just hang out with my dogs when I don't want to ask them about health, to just chill with them, I just feel that it's been so beautiful, and you don't feel like a patient, so the mind really calms down. So the most important thing one would take back, I feel, is a renewed sense, a calmer mind, a renewed sense of, and a different perspective, because it just slows time. This place has the capacity to help you slow down and actually center you, both physically and mentally.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, if you have any suggestions that can help us improve or get to know you better, we would love to hear that.
I wish the doctors gave us more food. I wish we were allowed more food. No, we start our day with yoga and then we have treatments. It's packed.
Yeah.
The schedule is packed. There's no time to think of how it can be bettered or not. Maybe a little selection of books which could help us at this hour, a little bit of therapy sessions maybe, because you are not just undergoing a physical transformation. It happens at the level of each and every cell, and we have, all of us, a lot of hidden emotions that just take upon you at times of treatments. So I feel that a little bit of maybe some psychologist help, maybe one session a week, would give us a little bit of perspective of what we are feeling and undergoing at that time.
Certainly. How about you, ma'am? Do you have any suggestions for us?
Well, I have only one suggestion, that you should stay the same. That's it. More close to nature and natural.
Thank you so much, and it has been lovely to have both of you over here for the entire duration, and thank you so much for the amazing review as well. I do hope to see you again.
Oh yes.
I'm not like that. Not severe patient. Someone who can still eat.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. We would love to cook you your favorite meals and have you back here. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you.